Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds 2. We are gonna be having more fun before we fully get into the archive at one point.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our
So that is... There are a couple of ways on. My feeling takes me here. Wait a tick, we have a new weapon too, right? Okay, it is different to the machine gun, I admit. I don't know if I like that or not. Because now against a group of enemies, obviously only our machine gun, the other gun we have is the gun to use. Well, we'll see. Okay, you find a crate full of protectorate rations with dented tins and shoddy labels. A courier's order permeates the air, or door, sorry. And that we already have read. I am a bit sorry, I just remembered. Okay. For use by duly authorized personnel only, interference with ongoing broadcast is strictly forbidden. Mysterious audio cartridge. You replace the protectorate broadcast with the confession given to you by Sub-Rosa Agent Pira Keybacker. Time will tell how or if the protectorate troops react. The good thing, I'm just coming back to thinking about the weapons we have currently equipped. The good thing is we can at any point, you know, swap them. It's not that we are gonna be dying because of them quickly. Okay, That would be the other way up there. Enable. Okay, cool. Got it. We have a... Oh, hello. Oh god. Okay, how could I freaking oversee all of that? I went in here, didn't I? Or maybe not. Maybe I haven't been in there. Who knows?
On a hostile planet, day 35. Brought to you by... Oh. Not sure how you managed to approach unnoticed. Could be I'd grown so attuned to my surroundings, I became one with the wood and fire and the earth. Were you left behind by your unit too? Are you in need of some hard-fought knowledge about how to fend for yourself? Must say, I've become quite the expert. Why, after only just 2 weeks on my own, ascertained how to pry open a rations tin unaided. Did you know there's a little opener key attached? It's all going in my manuscript.
Fascinating. What other sage bits of survival wisdom do you have to impart?
Glad you asked. I've recently evolved into a rugged, self-sufficient individual, fully accustomed to life in these caves, living raw and pure like our primitive, lice-ridden ancestors. Why, just the other day, I reinvented fire. I found a little doohickey I've named a light starter. You simply push a button, and flame comes out.
You must know a lot about the surrounding area, huh? Like around the archive?
Yes, indeed. I know this cave and several of the adjoining hallways, like, well, someone who'd scoured every inch for the barest sustenance.
You aware of any way of accessing the archive?
That big computronic adding machine? Nah. All that electromechanical malarkey is lost on a rugged, outdoor individual like me.
Have any ideas about how to undermine the Protectorate forces outside the archive?
You might call in reinforcements if the Spyreton lift controls were working. I happen to have its missing components in my possession.
Would you consider handing them over?
I might be convinced to part with them. For a small favor. Some key legwork for a mighty hunter. Me, I'm fixing to take down one of the local ursopods. A few sprat corpses would be helpful as bait. Gather some, and we'll make a trade.
Oh wait, I actually have a mess of dead sprats on me already. Here.
Finally, give it here.
Raw I can understand. Refusing to season, I cannot.
Sorry you had to see that. The parcels of victuals my neighbor sends over the tube have fallen off recently. Barely eaten for days.
Okay, tell me more about the neighbor of yours.
Sent me over a bunch of recordings, along with victuals. Offered some sound, if harshly put, advice. Looked out for me like no one's ever. Never even seen him face to face.
Nature can be cruel. I'd guess they're probably dead.
Oh, that'd be real sad. But I guess not all of us are cracked out to be galaxy-renowned survival experts. Especially those who don't, survive. Anyhow, suppose we had a deal. Here, I wrenched these parts free out of the Spyreton lift controls. Just jam them back in there and kick it once or twice. Should work fine. Drop back in again sometime, will you? Occasionally, I do get a little starved. For, company.
Okay, nice. That went well. Okay, profound lessons from a self-taught survival expert, oh boy. Since humanity first started up wide-eyed and likely drooling just a bit at these stars, we have dreamt of what would happen if we were stranded on an alien world, where the bits in our pocket could purchase all the anti-choice products we deeply rely on. Would we use our previously untapped resourcefulness and here therefore unproven skill to adapt or succumb to the harsh environment's many dangers like those weird berries that on second thought look very poisony, the way caves are damp and drafty like all the time, and avoiding the visibly non-cuddly wildlife? Well, it happened to me. The following tome dramatically details my many hard-fought lessons, such as remembering to add wood to a fire, how exofauna stubbornly refuse to recognize the barter system, to not yell at or throw things at bitey or claw animals, how to run like the places you forget, and other learnings that proves I really deserve a promotion when my unit eventually returns. The subsequent pages are filled with an amateurish array of stick figure drawings that apparently attempt to illustrate these lessons.
Hoyt. Name's Hoyt, right? I've noted some right sophisticated interactions among the Crabbles lately. Intricate courtship rituals, coordinated group efforts, all about thermal transfer. When my unit was first stationed down here, I kept making excuses to sneak off and observe them. Product research, I said. Very hush-hush. Eventually gave my lieutenant a field promotion and ordered them all away. Been living off the land here like the Crabbles ever since. Their unfertilized roe actually makes for some good eating. Included some with this message. Eat up.
Interesting, right? Very interesting where this guy lives. I would not... I mean, we know he's absolutely crazy. Just wanted to say that I would not be... that I couldn't live like that. That's what I just wanted to say.
You're breathing too loud. Stop breathing.
Okay. Yes, I don't know who's breathing too loud.
I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill.
Remember, somebody died.
Take to the pool.
Kinda funny how the one dude here actually was bouncing at the walls, right? Yeah. It's a weird place for the engine to, you know, let the NPC move, but anyways, should not happen. It happened. I can live with it. The loot is important. It was not really necessary to attack them or to kill them. I was just not sure if these guys are enemies or not. Yep, that was not necessary. I was not sure if the little sign we have seen on the spread was actually indicating us a kill or assassination kill, right?
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
$2,000 damage, man, that's insane. Holy cow, that's crazy cool.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
And you have my sword and my bow and stuff. No, sorry, I don't know why I quoted Lord of the Rings. You know, looting, important. Yeah, it's probably just, you know, it's the same arrangement. Here, just the loot I want to have, and then I guess it's gonna be, yeah, the same layout.
What was in those rash? Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh.
Well, are you in need of medical assistance?
Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Fortunately for this fellow, crimes against common decency are not punishable by death, though he might wish they were.
So do I need assistance from someone with substandard, non-protectorate medical training? Thank you, but no, you're too kind.
Who exactly are you?
Assessor Torbert Ostergaard of the Protectorate. I have been here since we seized the facility from Auntie's choice. Well, not this room specifically, but I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the, Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that.
Shouldn't you be in the archive? That's good.
Like many others, the latest batch of Crabble rations disagreed with my constitution. I was compelled to find the closest loo, quickly. Sadly, 'twere outside yon secured door. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator.
Really seems like you'd be more concerned about facing punishment from the Protectorate.
It will no doubt earn me mental refreshment, perhaps worse. But this way, I retain some measure of hope. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather...
would have helped, but you didn't want help. And boy, that's disgusting. I wanted to help. I offered help, you didn't want to. Ain't my fault. This extensively tested, well-engineered marvel was the only helmet that the first Archive operator exemplar Innocenta trusted to protect her prized cerebellum.
This is where the math happens. Impressive.
I thought I could somehow steal them. Prized possession of tremor, cleaver, reliquary display, possession of the exemplar Innocento, the first Archive operator. This cleaver was also the first weapon designed with the aid of the completed Archive. Now that leads us out again. Nice. Wait. Did he? Oh, he did die. Okay. Sorry for you, boy. I really wanted to save him. Oh man, I would like to have that armor. Okay, pre-science armor, reliquary display. Armor once worn by the exemplar Innocento, the first Archive operator, both practical and ornamental. Coronal anemometer, an apparatus for detecting Acadia's coronal mass ejections, which can disrupt the Archive's calculations by up to a catastrophic 0.000 yada 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 2 decimal points. Exemplar Insona had it removed from service after it caused spotty reception of his favorite afternoon wireless serials. That leads us out again. Yes, I see. Okay. Spiriton lift is reliable, out of service. Whenever I grow anxious of the base corporatist raving at our gates just next door in Spiriton, I remind myself that they might as well be on the other side of this ice moon. They cannot enter the Archive. It is impossible. Their only means to access is the Spiriton lift, and that can only be summoned by its remote control station across the bridge. Most fortunately, that station is missing key components of its control board, so I can breathe easy that those individuals play at siege in Spiriton. I remain safely and consent in here. Calcadio deuces in hand, free us of the Archive in service of the paradigm. Okay. Weird. Sorry, my English, by the way, even sucks more. I'm very, very hungry. I'm about to eat after the session, and that is utterly, entirely necessary.
Calcaduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Organizing replacement. Greetings, sentient.
Okay, always important to first of all take a look around. Nothing out of the ordinary, alright, we are gonna... Oh, that looks beautiful, doesn't it? That's an eye.
Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister.
Are you some form of artificial intellect?
That, I fear, would be a misleading choice of words, as it implies a form of sentience or cognition. Applied statistics might be functionally more apt. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
I have the sinking sensation that this contraption is about to try my patience.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts?
I have a large cache of Rift anomaly data that I need to process immediately.
Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of Rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query?
I seek the means to permanently close the
The
rifts.
previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Okay, any way to get it down to more like 10 minutes, maybe 5?
calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of Rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators.
Just tell me what I need to know. Of course it does. How long is this going to take? Just tell me what I need to do, yeah.
I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern.
That's it? That's everything? Wait, what exactly is cold storage? Yes.
It is an archival area dedicated to safe upkeep of all data collected in pursuit of the universal equation by the order of the Ascendant. The sum total of all our accumulated knowledge in punch card form, kept in a low temperature, low humidity environment to improve preservation.
So it's not required to repair thermal transfer. Why?
When active, the Archive generates an enormous amount of heat. Normally, it is dispersed by pumping water between the vast ocean below Cloister's exterior and a surface reservoir. I can process the Rift data without its repair, but irreparable damage is likely. Yet, with thermal transfer presently idle, a contingent of crabbles have made the area a nursery. Drastic changes to heating levels may endanger it. Who cares about a herd of pea-brained, ill-humored, oversized crustaceans? There are too many as it is.
Unless we're looking to upset the Order, it'd be better to restore what's broken with this thing than to cause more damage. Though definitely not as fun.
Okay, how did the Protectorate Anti's Choice do so much damage here?
It is difficult to accurately ascribe an exact causal breakdown between premeditated sabotage, collateral harm, technical ineptitude, and willful hijinks. Some categorical overspill inevitably occurs. Attempts by non-order operators to reprogram my priorities have also led to issues.
So, can you turn on all turrets to fire on Protectorate's forces nearby?
Inverting targeting protocols. There. Any Protectorate still on the ground level is now being fired upon. Permissions within other areas of the Archive are locked, however.
Okay, be on my way then.
Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work. And soon, everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Sears Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Oh, hello, I'm gonna get that. Okay, but guys, that then is actually already gonna be bringing us to the end of today's episode. I'm gonna do that quickly, by the way, before Future Psychic is forgetting that. That brings us then to the end of today's episode, and you know it. I, as usual, really think... I don't know where to go, actually. That's the way, right? Thank you for... Anyways, Future Psychic is gonna be finding out. Episode. Until then, you know it. Subscribe if you don't have yet subscribed, and we see us in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day, stay frosty. Bye.